Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. I'm so sorry, hindi ako nakapag-upload ng a few videos for the past few weeks kasi may mga kailangan or may mga importanteng kailangan gawin sa buhay namin dito sa Canada. Probably I'm going to share that after a few days or maybe after a few weeks kung okay na. Okay? Anyway, so today we are going to talk about something important, and this is a new TR to PR pathway. And nag-release nga yung Minister ng Immigration na nag-soft launch daw ang TR to PR pathway. Ano nga ba yan? Yan ang pag-usapan natin sa topic na ito. Well, ano nga ba yung TR to PR pathway? So, TR means temporary resident, then 2, permanent resident. So, which means that this program might focus on those people that are already here in Canada. So, up to 33,000 temporary workers might or could get their permanent residence soon. So, kung ikaw ay temporary resident or temporary foreign worker, international graduate, or currently working sa Canada, this video might be important for you or might suit you. Ano nga ba yung mga qualifications na kailangan? So again, basically this is going to be a direct pathway to permanent residence for people who are already in Canada. So instead of applying outside Canada, the government wants to prioritize people who are already working here. So according to immigration reports, the government plans to transition up to 33,000 temporary workers to permanent residents between 2026 to 2027. So parang temporary measure siya for the next 2 years or for this year up until next year. So 2026 to 2027. So in short, their main strategy is to retain workers who are already in Canada, address labor shortages, and stabilize the immigration system. Bakit nga ba may TR to PR pathway? Well, the reason is simple. Canada has millions of temporary residents already in the country. And many of them, kagaya namin, are paying taxes, work in seasonal sectors or essential sectors. Essential, which means that yung mga napapansin nyo sa express entry, di ba? May mga category-based selection yan. Yung mga category-based selection na yan yung mga sector na normally marami ang temporary resident. And essential yung mga trabaho nila. Kagaya ko, so I just would like to take myself as an example. I work in an early childhood educator facility. So, ano siya? Kasama siya sa education category. Kung pasok yung points ko or kung madodraw ako dun sa next category-based selection. So instead of bringing new immigrants immediately, the government wants to convert existing workers into permanent residents. So sana po, manifesting tayo dyan. This is why the Immigration Level Plans initiative to accelerate PR 4,000 of temporary workers. Well, I'm sure marami nakakaalam din na there was a TR to PR program back in 2021. So you are going to ask, is this like? Kapareho ba siya nung nangyari noong 2021? If you remember, back in 2021, there were 90,000 applicants, including essential workers and international graduates. But 2026 version is different. This time, hindi siya ganun kalaki. So remember, it's only 33,000. It's more targeted, meaning they might target the essential workers or yung kasama doon sa category-based selection ng mga high-skilled workers, and there likely be specific sectors prioritized. So, gusto lang mag-high ng summer ko pala. Ayan. Ayan, pababa na siya. Ayan na, bumaba na. So, experts say that this new pathway will likely focus on workers who already have strong ties to Canada. So, most probably, let's say, when it comes to strong ties, meaning nakapag-trabaho na dito in a few years or 1 year, maybe 2 years, hindi natin alam kasi hindi pa nga nila nilalabas yung exact details kung sino-sino ang pwedeng makapag-apply sa TR to PR program. Pero pag-usapan natin, who might be eligible? Sino-sino ang maaaring maging eligible dito sa TR to PR pathway? The first one, based on the immigration information, likely candidates might include temporary foreign workers, international students, worker in demand sectors. Ito lang yung sinasabi ko na nasa healthcare, education, STEM, saka kung may nakakalimutan ako, paki-comment dyan, and people already living and working in Canada. Typical requirements, so ano nga ba ang kailangan nyong i-prepare na ngayon? A minimum of CLB4 language level, mas mataas, mas maganda. Kasi itong CLB language 4 level is the requirement that they needed nung 2021. So, hindi natin alam kung magsi-CLB5 ba siya or CLB6, hindi natin alam. So, it will be better, mas mataas, di mas maganda. Okay? At least secondary education, around 6 months of work experience in Canada, and a valid job offer. Again, these are expected criteria based on immigration guidance, but we are still waiting for its final official instructions. So wala pa talaga. Na-soft launch daw siya ayon kay Minister Lenny. Tama ba? Na-soft launch daw siya, pero when we check the IRCC website and we look at it, wala pa talagang criteria na sinasabi. Pero sabi nila soft launch daw. Most probably, yung pinag-uusapan nilang na soft launch is yung sinabi nila nung November when they announced the immigration plan for 2026. But brief lang yung sinabi nila. So, kung naalala niyo yung previous video ko about that, I also talk about that 33,000 TR to PR pathway, pero they only gave the amount or the numbers of TR to PR pathway that they might give for those people who are already in Canada. But wala pa siyang actual rules or description or kung sino ang pwedeng mag-apply. So, what are the things that you need to prepare? So, for now, sabi nila, sa April siya ilalabas, so madali ang maubos. So, dinami-dami ba naman ng temporary resident dito ngayon sa Canada? So, most probably, mag-aagawan ang lahat. So, next, the first one that you need to prepare is your work permit, proof of employment, employer reference letter, pay stubs, and employment contract. You should also prepare your passport, your birth certificate, marriage certificate if applicable. And why you should apply early, ito na nga yung sinasabi ko kanina. They usually have caps. May caps normally yan. Kumbaga may quota. Kapag na-reach na yung quota at that time, then, syempre, bawal na mag-submit na application. And if there's only 33,000 applicants, this may sound like a lot. Mukha siyang madami. Pero, if there's hundreds of thousands of temporary residents in Canada, this program could be very competitive. Okay? But, magbe-benefit ba ang mga international student? Definitely. Kasi, last 2021 is kasali ang mga international student. Nag-benefit sila sa TR to PR pathway nga na ginawa noong 2021. So, again, you have to make sure that you already have your Canadian education, have Canadian work experience and you are already living in Canada. So, if you are already in Canada as a temporary resident, and here's my advice, you have to take your language test as soon as possible. So, if you'd like to get CELPIP or your English test, then book a CELPIP or an IELTS exam. But if you are aiming for French, if you have French skills, then book a TCF or a TEF exam. Collect employment documents, yung COE nyo, yung Certificate of Employment, contract, or pay stubs, T4, ayan, makakatulong yan for your employment documents. Keep your status valid. Okay, so dapat may valid immigration status and follow immigration updates. So, you always have to make sure that you follow immigration updates from time to time kasi hindi natin alam kung kailan talaga lalabas yan. So, sinabi nila in April, they're going to release the official announcement about TR to PR program in April. However, they might do it earlier, hindi natin alam. Okay? So, that should be an update for the new Canada TR to PR pathway for 2026. Kung nagustuhan nyo itong video na to, please like this video and subscribe into my channel. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.